This is Rick, location unknown. He doesn't know where he is. Great. I put too much. I invested too much in Rick already.
Right.
I know this.
I don't know where
So
I am.
he wrote in on Twitter. He wrote, "So sexting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so dumb doing it, but I know it's a turn on. Tips, please."
Well, it depends if it's a turn on for the women that you're talking to. Do you watch the show Girls?
Not anymore.
Okay, well, I need a show to go to bed at night, and usually it's great if I've already seen the show because I can fall asleep while I'm watching it.
Mine's Broad City.
What's Broad City? Oh, that's something to talk about off air because I think Rick needs some help right now. But that
Oh
I
my
want to hear
God.
about this. But so I've been rewatching Girls, and there's this one scene, I think it's in season 3, where this guy Adam is having sex with this girl that he's been dating for a while, and they were always having like really nice sex, and he wasn't being his sort of like fetishy self, which is perfectly fine to be fetishy, but he wasn't really exposing how he likes to have sex. He was not giving in, but like having sex in the way that made her feel comfortable. And he got drunk one night and started to go to the opposite extreme of where he was before. And as a woman, I can watch the scene and see that he was like totally turned on and into what he was doing, but that she was totally turned off and scared.
Like he
and
went too
freaked
far?
out. Like he went too far. It was too much of a jump. I think if they had slowly gotten to that place and there was some communication about how he likes doing things, then that could have been super sexy for them. But because it was such an extreme and she felt scared and really insulted actually by how big of a jump he made and that he couldn't see that she was uncomfortable, it totally ruined their relationship and put them into two different spaces.
Are you a fan of sexting?
Sorry, I want to get back to the question. Yes, I am a fan of sexting. My point with that was to say that some women need to be eased into sexting. So I don't want you to think that like, yes, all women want to be sexting all the time. So it depends on who it is that you're interacting with, and then you have to gauge where she is and how responsive she is to sexting.
But what do you
before
say to a
incorporating it.
guy that wants to do it? Like, who starts it? Do you
Who
think that
starts
a
it?
woman should always start it so that a guy feels more comfortable that she's into it?
Um,
I get the progression part for
yeah.
sure, but what about just the initial sext?
Well, you can put little
Like,
sexual
what would you
innuendos
say to
out there.
someone to
So
initiate that's not like, here's the closest picture of my dick that I've ever taken?
okay, so for example, if you were to say, if you were to respond back in something you were trying to arrange, and you'd say, like, let's do it, for example, that like some sort of sexual, but if you were talking about some other topic and you called attention to the fact that that could be said in a sexual way or it could be in an
Okay.
way, it's really
Play
to
off of that.
It's to see how she responds to it. So there's like slow sexual escalation to see who you're playing with. Some women like will rip it out of the gate and just give it to you right away, and then it's for you to continue with the slow build afterwards. But if you're still not sure who you're texting and what their level of responsiveness is, I would say start with a little bit of sexual innuendo, see how playful she is around that comment, and then you can start
I
taking
feel like
it
there's
up.
so much pressure with sexting.
There
Saying the right
is.
thing, not going too far, not showing that you're a lunatic.
Yes, for
Like
sure.
the creepiest pervert that's
Yeah.
ever lived.
But so I would say if you do start getting into that, I would say to mirror
And then
a
there's, like,
little
the
bit what she's
pictures.
doing. Yeah,
People are sending pictures.
people are sending pictures.
These phones now, they take way too good at pictures. People
Yeah.
are way into it.
I wouldn't say to like quickly
Don't
start
start
sending
there.
a dick pic.
Don't start there.
Yeah.
I did read your dick pic tips, though, on
Did
your
you?
blog. I have questions about that.
Yeah.
Maybe when we get back, we'll be back right after this.